Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Graphic Dudity. After a long break, I finally found a guest! Back after a long break, I was having a hard time finding guests that would actually make plans and show up, but I finally found one. So, we've actually got an episode. Finally, if you want to come talk about something, just holler at me. First, let's talk about Pokemon real quick. There's a lot of big things happening in Pokemon. All the legendaries, Gen 3 legendaries, not all of them, but Kyogre's back, Rayquaza's still here, and Groupon is what we call it. Groudon. Is back. Just had Community Day with the Shiny Dratinis. Just had Pokemon Day with Shiny Pikachus with the hats. And present for a quick move. And the next Community Day in March will be Bulbasaur. If you haven't been paying attention, I hit level 40 about a month ago, maybe a couple weeks. So no more mass evolving. Woohoo! I can sit back and enjoy life. So, yeah. Keep playing. Only got a few things left in my Pokédex for Gen 3. Because I got my Metagross. I got my Salamence. I got my Flygon. I've got some of those evolutions and some battles on my Pokemon Go channel. Jack's Smirking Revenge. That's J4CKS. Capital SMR. K. No, there's no I. NG. It's Jack Smirking Revenge without the vowels because they don't let you have so many letters. And the A in Jack's is a 4. I'll just link it. If you want to check that out, I'll just link it. And now, for our guest, my friend, we used to work together. Now we talk nerd stuff together. Sydney!
Oh, hey, what up?
What up?
What up? Hi, I'm Sydney. Yeah, like you said, we used to work together. Now we literally just do nerdy things together. He took me to my first Comic-Con, it's just been golden since. So, here we are.
Today's episode is the black episode.
Heck yeah!
Because we're going to talk about everything black.
That's why I'm here.
We're going to be going over Black Lightning, Black Panther. Sydney is black.
I'm half black, but yes, it counts.
Let's go over some news first. This weekend's the Oscars. Have you seen any of the Oscar movies?
No, I don't really care about the Oscars.
Sorry. Many good movies.
Sorry. Okay, tell me about them, Josh.
My favorite, if anybody watched the last episode, is 3 Billboards Over.
It looked good.
Not over. Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
That looked good. I saw the preview for that.
I'm hoping that one can get Best Supporting Actor for Sam. Maybe Best Actress for I had trouble remembering her name last time too. Frances McDormand? Is that her name?
I couldn't tell you.
But yeah. But my guess is, as much as I want 3 Billboards to win a bunch of stuff, I bet Shape of Water takes a bunch home.
Is that weird movie where the lady has sex with a fish?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see that one either.
If you want to boil it down to that, then yeah.
Alright.
I mean, that's not what it is, but...
It's not fish porn?
If you want to call it that. I mean, if that's how you know it in your brain, yes. That's what
came to mind.
You should see it. It's at the World this weekend.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
Oh, okay.
It's takes place Cold War era.
Oh, okay.
It's got some dancing and the music's very not vintage.
Retro? Old school?
Older than retro.
Older than
vintage. It's it's got a great style and it's good.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
If it wins like Best Picture, Best Director, I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be disappointed either, because it was still good. Three Billboards is still my favorite. They're both really good, but in different ways. And the other one I suspect that might kind of sneak in there and win some awards is Call Me by Your Name.
That's confusing.
It's we went and saw it last weekend. I don't know. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
I didn't hear about it.
But it's takes place in Italy in I think it was the 80s. This kid's living in Italy with his parents because they're doing like archaeological, scholastic things.
Life goals.
And Armie Hammer plays this character who's like a student who comes to stay with them and help them with their stuff for school reasons. And they're like do gay stuff together.
Oh, okay.
And they're like struggling. Well, he's like struggling with his feelings about it, the main character. And the Oscars just kind of have a history with like Brokeback Mountain and
That's true.
What was the other one recently? I don't know. Oh, Moonlight last year.
Oh.
So
okay.
They kind of favor kind of homosexual main character theme movies. Although this one was kind of different, where like Brokeback Mountain, where they're like both married with kids and like trying to secretly do their thing and like fighting their feelings. And same with Moonlight, where he was kind of like fighting with it. And this one, like he's internally fighting with it, but everyone around him's pretty supportive. So it didn't quite have the same
struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that one gets a bunch of awards.
Yeah. The Oscars like a struggle, I think. I feel like they like acknowledging struggles that happen with, and anyone with that. Like, I can't think of the movie with Denzel Washington in it where it came out like probably last year. He's talking to his son. His wife is.
Oh, Fences?
Yes.
That was a good one.
Did that win anything? Has that won anything? I feel like that's gonna win something just because.
I felt like the wife should have won. I can't remember if she did, but I remember like watching it. I was like, she should be winning right now.
Is it Viola Davis?
Yeah.
Okay. Bless Viola Davis. First of all, Queen. She. Love her.
I was watching. I was like, they should just give that to her right now.
They really should.
I can't remember if she got it or not. But.
I feel like she should have. She didn't. She got gypped. Rigged.
I think, was it last year that there was like the protests and stuff with Chris Rock?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they did give it to her, not just because she deserved it, maybe just to be like, hey, look, we like black people.
We like black people too. We're not racist. We have a friend who's racist. We have a friend who's black. We're not racist.
We might have to look that up. I don't know.
I feel like we should, yeah.
But also that makes me I wouldn't be surprised if Spotlight. Not Spotlight, that was last year or 2 years ago. The Post. I wouldn't be surprised if The Post won some awards just for like the times that we're in now with our president going after the media and trying to discredit the media. I wouldn't be surprised if that wins some awards just to kind of stick it to Trump. Be like, hey, media's important.
Yeah.
Print's important. Journalism is important.
Freedom of speech is important.
His Spotlight won. That was a good movie, but
I need to go to the movies.
Yeah.
What do I do with my time?
I'm really surprised by like how like I was trying to everybody I was trying to find somebody to come on here and talk Oscars with me, and like nobody's seen them except for like one of my friends, and he's busy all the time, so he couldn't make it. It's just like it baffles me that people are like so into like sports and like what I consider like dumb shit.
Well, yeah, sports are dumb. If it makes you feel any better, I'm not invested in the sports either. I just literally don't do any. What do I do with my time?
Search, see if Viola won anything.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just surprising to me that like
Viola Davis, Best Supporting Actress is what I'm talking about.
did she get it?
Yeah.
Winner.
Dang right.
Nominee.
Yep.
She did get
Suck
it,
Denzel.
and she deserved it.
You dang right she did.
Even if they did just try to get some cred,
My friend's black. I'm
she
not
still
racist.
deserved it.
That's right.
So yeah,
God bless Viola Davis.
just kind of surprised that there's these good movies with good messages and
Mhm.
people.
Don't see them.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun going to like the big blockbuster ones, but why can't you go to all of them? Go to all the movies. Do all the things.
Do all the things.
Don't do any of the sports.
None.
That's just a distraction.
It is. Don't be sheep. Don't be sheep.
People get really mad when I talk shit on sports.
Sports
They
are
take
dumb.
it so personal.
Why?
Like
Are you out there playing?
as
why
if
are you-
as
why
if
are you
like the
offended?
NFL would be like, "Hey yo, we're gonna shut this down." Some guy in Nebraska made fun of sports on Facebook. You can't deal with this. Sports is going down forever now. No. Your
Not how
little
that works.
sports ball is going to be okay. I can make a few jokes. I have to hear about sports ball all the dang time. So if I want to make a joke, I will make a joke.
You tell them.
You don't need to be a triggered little snowflake and get all mad about it.
Yeah.
I use trigger and snowflake because the people who get mad about it are usually
Triggered snowflakes.
no, they're usually the people that say
Call people.
other people are triggered and
Oh,
snowflakes.
cool.
So it's like double whammy.
Nice. Get them where it hurts. I
Use-
call snowflake. I call people snowflakes because it's funny because I'm brown.
And they're white. And
Yeah.
You're surrounded by.
Surrounded.
It's an avalanche here in Nebraska.
Literally, they're everywhere.
Other big news I want to talk about was Avengers got moved up to April 27th.
Heck yeah, dude.
Right.
Stoked. I'm stoked. I'm ready.
I don't really get super excited for the Marvel movies anymore.
I do. I'm excited enough for the both of us. That's fine.
I'm excited for your excitement.
Thank you.
Somebody told me, when I first heard about it, they told me that it was because it was Star Wars Day and Star Wars fans were getting mad, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know about that.
Looking here on Rotten Tomatoes, it says that they're trying to get an extra weekend before Deadpool 2 and Solo start coming out. That way they get more time to rake in the money
Solo's gonna be
before some other big movies start chipping away at their
True.
crown. Another thing they were postulating? I don't know what's the word.
Contemplating?
Contemplating, that's a good one. Another thing they were contemplating was that it was maybe so because things release overseas first.
Ah.
And so they're like trying to avoid Twitter spoilers, I guess,
Oh.
from people overseas. So who knows? Who knows the real reason? Do you know the
Makes sense.
real reason? Let us know.
For real.
Put it in the comments.
Tell us your secrets.
Here's what I've learned about being on YouTube. There's 3 phrases you need to know.
Okay.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment, okay?
Go give me a like.
Give me a like. Go give me a like, please.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe. I got this. I could totally be a YouTuber.
That's what all YouTubers say. I try not to say that stuff, but I really do. Like, I'm not trying to do this for ad revenue, but
No.
I really would like to know. Like, if you've got
That's
something
true.
to say, if you knew something, I want to know.
That's true. He's always asking people, what do you know? He wants to know. Tell him your secrets, or your not secrets, or just tell him whatever. I'm trying to help you out right now. Holla at your boy.
You got relationship problems? Leave a comment.
Leave a comment. He's here for you. Okay?
That does it for news for now. I can't think of anything else newsworthy. Can you?
I don't think so.
Postulate? Contemplate?
Contemplate.
I wonder what postulate really means.
Look it up. Find out.
It might be something nasty.
Probably. We're probably going to get in trouble because we're saying something nasty.
Next up, I want to talk about TMNT. One of my favorite properties. One of your favorite properties?
I wouldn't say favorite, but definitely one of the best ones out there. Donnie's my favorite.
Word up.
Word up.
But they just released the 4 Turtles are now on Injustice 2 as of, I think it was last weekend I came home, and I've been checking every weekend.
Yeah.
For like, I don't know how long I come home. I like, look, it's finally on there, like, oh, the Turtles! And it's really good.
I'm a little insulted I haven't been invited to come play Injustice 2 with him, but that's fine. It only stings a little. It's fine.
We'll do it. We'll get it done.
Promise?
Yeah.
Dope. All right.
Oh, and since this is a black episode, I've also got the Black Lightning skin for what's Raiden? Who's the Mortal Kombat guy with the lightning?
Yeah, Raiden.
Yeah. I've got the Black Lightning skin for him, so we could do like Mikey versus Black Lightning.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I want to play.
But yeah, check it out. It's really cool. I've been playing as Mikey a lot. He does a lot of moves with like his skateboard.
Cool.
A lot of if you like the Turtles, you're gonna love it. It's really good. The moves are really cool. They like spin around in their shells and do all kinds of stuff.
That's cool.
Next, this is kind of old news.
A little bit. It's
But
okay.
I don't think Sydney knows about it.
Oh.
They released the designs for the new Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show that's going to be coming out probably about a month ago.
I actually did know that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I'm full of surprises.
How'd you know that?
I don't know. I think I read it somewhere.
So now we're going to look at those. And I've already seen them. Have you seen them?
I haven't seen them. I just knew that they were released.
So here's Leo. He's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
I was watching the Facebook Live video, and there's a lot of hate going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Leo looks cool. I don't think the designs are bad. There's Raph. And Raph's going to be the leader in this one.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Which I don't know what's that going to do to the dynamic.
I know, he's crazy.
That's literally all Leo has going for him. Like, hey, what's up? What's Donnie? Oh, Donnie's smart. He knows about tech.
Mm-hmm.
Mike's a party dude. He's funny. He's outrageous. Raph's a tough guy. He's got anger. Oh, what's up with Leo? He's the leader.
Just tells him what to do. It's cool. It's fine.
Everything about Leo has to do with him being the leader.
Literally. What are they going to do? We need to practice, guys. Raph's going to tell him to shut up.
So I don't know what's going to happen to Leo now.
I wonder what they're going to change about him to make him more interesting. Because they've got to do something. Yeah. They got to do something.
I guess we'll find out. I mean, it can't be any worse than the Michael Bay.
We don't talk about that.
Turtleverse. The computer animated series was so good. They've been doing really well with the comics and the shows, so I'm gonna hold out hope that this will be good.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see. I mean, they've got the right hands on the property, so I think it'll be good. We'll find out. But here's why I wanted to include it in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Because we're going to look at the new April.
Oh, she black! Yes! I'm down. I'm so down with that.
That
got really loud. I apologize. She's got afro puffs. I'm with it.
She's nerdy?
She's nerdy. She's me.
She's got a ghost bat?
I'm down. I'm so okay with this.
She's Sydney with a ghost bat.
She's Sydney with a ghost bat. I am all about, I mean, she's more black than I am, which doesn't take much, I feel, but, like, I still count. I still say that I count. I am all about this. Why? Does it say anything about it?
Let's see. First look at the series version of April O'Neil, who is now black and ostensibly younger than her original iteration. The show is calling April a street-savvy native New Yorker.
That's right. Good job. I like this.
With a ghost bat.
With a ghost bat. They forgot to mention that part.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of people complaining about it.
What?
But
kind of like Black Mary Jane. Dumb. Dumb complaints.
Don't matter to me.
Dumb complaints.
I mean, there's been, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 movies. This will be the 4th iteration of the show. So many comic runs. What's the harm in changing it for one?
Who's it gonna hurt?
Like, you gotta try something new every time, or,
True.
what's the point?
Exactly. It's gonna end up being the same thing over and over again. And no one's gonna like it, so.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
See what happens. Looks cool to me.
Splinter looks like he's gonna give you rabies.
We're looking at Splinter now. He's like a much shorter,
crankier looking.
He looks more like a mouse than a rat now.
Yeah.
But
his claws, though.
The next one, Donnie. I think Donnie looks dope.
Donnie. Oh, I love Donnie. He's so cool.
Donnie's like my 3rd favorite, but he's still. That looks cool. It's his tech, and it's his new bow that's all fancy.
I'm really excited.
And Mikey
There's
with
your
a
boy.
spiky cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. It's attached to a string. It's got a little. It's attached. He's got a stick with a string and a spiky cheeseburger attached to that.
You know why that is?
Mm-mm.
He originally had the nunchucks, right?
Right.
But then they decided that was too violent, which I don't get since Leo's got like swords.
Literally.
And so then they gave him the grappling hook. In the original cartoon, you notice he uses a grappling hook for like the rest of the show. Like he starts out with nunchucks, and apparently that's what he's got now.
Spiky cheeseburger.
It's like a nunchuck stick with the spicy.
Spicy.
The spiky cheeseburger on the end of it.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm holding out hope. At first, I didn't really like the designs, but looking at them now, I think Raph's the only one I really don't like.
Yeah, Raph seems like really bulky. Like the rest of them seem slimmer and more agile, and Raph looks like he's been hitting the steroids like a.
He probably has.
Probably. It would not surprise me. He looks mean. I don't like Raphael.
And they're all.
Nice guy.
He's my 2nd favorite. They're all different species, which isn't really that new.
Right.
In the comics and in the last show, they all had like different, like the original cartoon and comics, they were all like the same size and look. But like last couple iterations, Donnie will be more tall and slender, and Raph will be like short and stocky and muscly.
Oh, okay.
So it's not anything real new, but I think it's cool. Kind of give them their own look even more than before. So yeah.
Cool.
Next, we're going to talk about Black Panther.
Hey.
Kind of old news, but
yeah, it's okay.
It's in its 3rd week at the box office. Still at number 1.
Number 1. I'm not surprised.
Doubt it will get dethroned this week. I don't think there's really anything coming out that'll take it down.
It's too strong.
Too strong.
Too strong.
So, what'd you think?
I thought that it was one of the best movies that I've seen in a while. Definitely, without a doubt. I thought that, like, just the depiction of Africa in itself, like the utopia of it, was gorgeous. I thought all the scenes and the sets were gorgeous. And I got really excited. I don't know what kind of came over me. I made a Facebook post about it saying that I was feeling really ethnic. Like, real ethnic. Like, I was like, yeah, it's Black Power. Like, I was all for it. But on the actual, like, substance side of it, the acting was portrayed wonderfully. I was impressed by so many actors and actresses. The princess, Shuri? I can't.
Something like that.
The smart one, the really smart one. The actress who played her did a phenomenal job. She cracked me up every time she opened her mouth. I loved it.
Michonne was in there?
Who?
The lady who plays Michonne on The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah. What is her name? She was badass, too.
I would butcher any of their names, so I'm not even gonna try.
The only one I remember is M'Baku, because he was dope as hell, too. And T'Challa, of course. But,
Michael B. Jordan was ripped.
He was terrifying. I have never been terrified of Michael B. Jordan until that movie. I was like, damn, okay.
I saw
Scared me.
a
Scared
meme online, and it was because Andy Serkis, the guy who played Claw,
Mm-hmm.
played like Smeagol and Golem.
Right, yes.
And then Martin Friedman or whatever his name is.
Freeman.
He was in he played
So
Bilbo.
many things, yeah.
And they said that, this guy was in Lord of the Rings, this guy was a Hobbit. And so they're the two Tolkien white guys.
Tolkien white guys, that's hilarious. That is funny. That was good.
But yeah, Andy Serkis did a great job.
He did.
I'm surprised they... Oh yeah, we're going to be doing spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, spoiler alert.
Black Panther and Black Lightning. So,
if you haven't seen it by now, though, shame on you.
Shame on you.
This isn't on us. This is on you.
Mm-hmm.
You only have yourself to blame.
Y'all need Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus. Or Black Panther.
So yeah, I was surprised they killed him off because
I know
he's like the I never read Black Panther, but from what I've watched on YouTube, and he's like the main villain.
Right.
So I was pretty surprised. But yeah, he did. He was scary. He got pretty ripped.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and all the scary. Yeah, I was reading an article on I don't know, it's like a Black Lives Matter website or something like that, and a lot of people were pissed off that they made Eric Killmonger the bad guy, and they made it look like Africans were fighting Africans to help the white man, and I was like, damn. Because it took my appreciation for the movie, and I was like, shit, am I supporting white? Wait, hold up, what am I supporting right now? But I feel like people, you can obviously take a movie and do with it what you want. You can turn it into whatever the hell you want to think about it. But I feel like it's not bad in that sense. I feel like it's honestly just a movie about Black empowerment, about a Black utopian society, or African utopian society, and it's awesome. And it's awesome because it's never been represented before, or at least not to my immediate knowledge has it been represented before. And I am so stoked for it. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I was reading some stuff on it, and they were trashing it hard. They were not happy. And
what did they think was gonna happen?
I don't know. They didn't mention anything like what they thought should have happened. They were just saying that Eric Killmonger, that's his name. Okay, Killmonger and Black Panther shouldn't be fighting each other, especially since they're related. Also, another spoiler for you. They're cousins, and they shouldn't be fighting each other. They should be grouping together to, unite and take care of the rest of the world or whatever.
Well, isn't that kind of the message we end up with at the end?
Exactly.
Hey, let's not fight each other.
Take care of the world together, yeah. And
Isn't that what they do? At
exactly.
the end of the battle, where they're like, "Hey, let's not fight each other and do good for the whole world." Mm-hmm. Isn't that? Seems to me that'd be a good message.
Yeah.
To put out. And
I didn't personally understand why Eric chose to die instead of being saved. I didn't personally understand that.
I saw another video on YouTube about that, about how Marvel has a problem with killing all their villains, and that's one thing they said. They're like, you killed Claw, you killed Killmonger, what
else you got? You got a big one coming, but that's the one after that. What are you gonna do?
The only villain they haven't killed is Loki.
Yeah, but Loki's you can't kill Loki. You can't kill Loki. Loki's great. We all love Loki.
I had some problems with Black Panther, but nothing. It was more just the way they made it and stuff. Nothing I wouldn't pick apart the story about you guys should have done this with the story. It was more I didn't find all the tech believable.
Fair.
I was so you put put a necklace on and it becomes a whole suit and it's bulletproof. Because you mined some crap out of the ground
They're
from
like
space.
3,000 years ahead of us.
This
Technology
doesn't make sense. It was still cool to see,
It
but
was
like
cool.
that didn't make sense.
That's fair.
To me, I think my problem is I'm overly critical of Marvel movies because I feel like people are overly critical of the DC movies, which I like a lot. So I think like all these people who are just like praise Marvel and like crap on DC, like when I watch a Marvel movie, I still enjoy it, but I'm just like, this is just as dumb, if not dumber, than DC. Like, so I think I have a problem. I've become embittered by the hate on DC, and it makes me overly critical of Marvel.
You're jaded,
movies.
man. You're jaded.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're justified. I feel like you definitely take a lot of crap for your love of DC. And yeah, you're right. Marvel typically have a brighter, sunnier disposition. Everything's okay. Yeah, we just murdered an entire town, but it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's happy.
You give me a Marvel movie, I'll tell you something that's wrong with it. And mostly what I don't like about Marvel movies is they're just so... They've got a few twists you don't see, but mainly it's...
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing new. It's all like the same story, just different characters.
That's fair, yeah.
Towards the end of Black Panther, I was like the first 2 acts, I was like totally into it, loving it. And then, like, by the 3rd act, I get bored, but that's just how I am with every Marvel movie, because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's going to be a fight. There's going to be, yeah. Okay, yeah,
I
that's
was
fair.
just, like, sitting there, like, is this, like, superhero Lion King? Is this what I'm watching?
Why, because it's in Africa?
No, because he's, like, fighting for the throne, you know?
Yeah, I feel, just fighting.
He leaves and comes back.
That's true.
Has
Simba.
to fight the bad guy
That's
to
nice.
become the king.
I'm with you.
I was like,
That's nice.
But that's about where it ends. Like,
It's true.
so, I don't know. I had some other things I was like, but I can't remember what they are now. Because it was 3 weeks ago that I watched it.
Yeah. It's been a while for me.
But yeah, I still liked it a lot overall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good one.
It's probably pretty close up towards the top. I think mainly I just wasn't really invested emotionally in T'Challa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of other supporting characters.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
I think I was more kind of invested with them. And the fact that I know he's going to be Black Panther and he's going to be king, like, I just wasn't invested in what was going on with him.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
that, I don't know, just kind of left the movie feeling kind of empty for me in the end. Like, it was still fun and exciting, but, like, in the end, I was just kind of meh about it.
Yeah, I could see that. I would agree. With being emotionally invested or not being emotionally invested in T'Challa. There was just something, I don't know, just distant about it. I can't relate to it. But like the supporting characters, it's almost immediate that you're like, I'm relating to all of you and I love all of you.
Right?
And I didn't feel the same way about the ending of the movie though. I liked the ending of the movie. I liked that it like kind of set up like, hey, some stuff's about to go down. Like, we're about to show you everything we got. World, get ready, you know? And so I was kind of excited for that. And I think being of African descent kind of gets me hyped anyway. I feel like I'm going to get hyped no matter what it is.
East African descent.
That is true. East African descent.
Even a little closer to home for you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, my dad is from Malawi. So.
Malawi forever!
So, yeah, and Malawi's like a couple countries south of Kenya, if you know where Kenya is. Usually people know where Kenya is. Like, it's one place in Africa that people might know where it is. So it's like a little bit further south. But I guess I don't really know much more about Malawi. I should learn more about Malawi. But
Wikipedia.
That's a horrible idea. How about I just ask my dad?
That works too, I guess. Maybe. Okay. At the end, I think it was when he's doing like the press conference at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I was totally expecting him to be like, I am Iron Man.
That would have been funny.
It was like the exact same scene.
It did seem very similar. Yes.
But once again, I'm just being overly critical of Marvel.
You're so jaded, Josh.
But yeah, still, like I said, overall, I still enjoyed it. It's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely worse Marvel movies like the first two Thors. But also possibly...
Okay.
It's probably still up there towards the better ones with like Ragnarok and like the first Iron Man.
Iron Man was so good. I was so young. So good.
That was a while ago.
It was a long time. It was like 2008, 2009. Like a long time ago. It's like 10 years ago. Oh,
quite a ride it's been.
Indeed.
But yeah, let's move on to our next segment. The big one. The most important one. Black Lightning!
Word! Yes, okay, this show. This show is dope. If you're not watching it, you need to start watching it. I might just be getting hyped again. It's okay. But, okay, so this show, how many episodes are there? 6 now?
Yep. 6 just aired this past week.
Yeah. How do you feel about it, Josh?
At first, when I saw the trailers for it, like when I saw it was releasing in February, which is a weird time for a show to release.
I would agree.
And like he's not, I wasn't really familiar with the character. He seemed like kind of like a C or D list character.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what's going on here? Is this some kind of like throwaway show? Like I wasn't expecting much of it, but still right when it came out, I was like, gotta watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, and it is really good.
Really good.
It still has some of the cheesy kind of CW tropes, but overall it's really good. Very different. It's not like an origin. It's starting off way after, like, this is kind of like how Dark Knight Returns, how it's Batman, you know, when he's old and grizzled and he hasn't been crime fighting for a while. This is like that kind of a hero. This is Black Lightning years after he quit doing it, and now he's coming back because all this stuff's going on in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And the music, it's like a mix between like newer kind of like hip hop and like vintage retro.
Old school. Just say old school.
Since we're throwing those words around, sprinkling those on. So kind of like Motown and R&B, like old, like it's cool. It really sets the mood really well.
Yeah, it does.
And what I like about it is that it tackles like issues that are going on now. Like the latest episode, episode 6, they kind of go over like what happened with Charlottesville.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this statue of a Confederate soldier or general or somebody, and you know you've got people fighting to take it down and people fighting to keep it up. And personally, to divulge from the show for a second, we don't need those.
True.
For one thing, the Confederates were enemies of the U.S.
They lost.
But another thing, I read something, and it showed a timeline of when all these statues and paintings and all this crap these people are fighting for went up, and they didn't go up like after the Civil War or in like way long time ago. They went up during like Jim Crow, and they went up during civil rights. So it's not celebrating heritage. They were put up to try to scare people and to try to kind of like fly a flag of like, hey, we're going to keep holding you down. Like, it's not about heritage. It is totally about trying to suppress people.
It makes me so angry. I'm so angry. I'm just going to smile through it, though. It's fine.
So, yeah, tear them down.
Yeah, for real.
And spoilers.
Watch out.
I think her character name's Thunder, I'm pretty sure.
I want to say.
The older daughter, she goes out and she's looking at the statue, and she like shakes her head and she pounds her foot, and it rumbles through the ground, goes up through the statue, and just
destroys it.
Blows it up.
It's the
I was like, oh my god. Blow it up. Blow them all up.
Oh, I was hyped.
It was too cool.
It was so great. I was so happy. I was so excited. Yeah, to touch on what Josh just said about current issues. I mean, they do bring up all sorts of different problems. And I feel like there's a couple of shows, all different networks that are doing that now, and I'm really appreciative of that. But specifically this one that stood out to me was they just keep mentioning police brutality, and I'm amazed, I'm shocked almost at how much they keep bringing it up. They're like, hey, this is still happening. And in this episode, he actually says to his daughter, who was protesting before she destroyed the statue. She was protesting the statue, harmlessly, and she got arrested for it.
Spraying it with ice cream.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Some kind of pink stuff.
Yeah, it looked like paint or like melted ice cream or something. and these first of all, not actual even police officers, but like security from campus tackle all these kids to the ground. And I'm like, what the heck? But I'm like, it's what happens. It's true. It's what happens every day. And he says to his daughter, he says something like, when are you going to get it through your head that you got, what is it? You got to think about what you do because a cop sees you and sees your color, not what your humanity or something like that. And I was like, shook. I'm woke right now. And I like that they do that. I like that they repeatedly, bring that up because it's a problem and it needs to be dealt with. Sorry, there's my little rant.
I agree.
Thank you.
They do a lot of protesting, trying to stand up for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they deal with a lot of like real issues, like a pretty awkward issue they dealt with in like second or third episode. Like the youngest daughter's like, "Hey mom, hey dad, I'm ready to have sex now." Doodly doo. She's
texting. She's like, "I'm ready to have sex, just so you know." It's like, all right.
It's like, oh, you don't see that in the show every day.
No, you don't.
No, it's really cool. Like, not to compare it too much to like Luke Cage, but like, I don't know what else to compare it to. Like with Luke Cage, it's very like New York, which I don't relate to.
Right. You're not going to.
Black Lightning, it feels like it could be taking place anywhere.
Yeah.
So I feel like I can relate to it more. Or as much as a white guy from Nebraska relate to black anything.
You're doing your best, and that's all I can ask for. Thank you. Yeah, it does seem relatable. It seems very like home. Like the vibe is very homey. Like it's family oriented.
Like homey or like homie?
Both, homie.
I'm sorry. Terrible joke.
Yeah, it was, but I ran with it. It's okay.
Dad jokes for days.
It's got such a I can't even describe it. The vibe is so like fresh and it's eye opening and it's witty, it's funny. And it's really good to see on television. Like really good to finally see something this good on television. I was surprised because like Josh, I knew who Black Lightning was, and I was like, yeah, Black Lightning, word. I mean, word up, because, we gotta stick together. But, like, I wasn't, like, invested. Like, I had no idea who he was. And so people kept telling me, Josh specifically kept telling me to watch it. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. So I watched it. And, like, the first episode, like, the theme music played, and, like, the whole episode, I was just like, oh, my. I'm grabbing my pearls, like, oh, my. Lord Jesus. Like, I was so excited. It was just, it's fresh and it's new and I love it. And you should watch it if you haven't. I love this show. I'm just thinking about it right now.
It's good.
It's really
I'd rate
good.
it up there. Like, Legends of Tomorrow is probably my favorite because of the time travel and history and stuff. But it's probably like technically the worst. Except maybe Arrow, which Arrow's another one I like because it was the first one I started watching and got me into everything. But I think Flash is probably what most people consider the best. I think Black Lightning's up there with Flash. As much as I want to say, like, oh, Arrow and Legends is great. Like, I'd say Black Lightning's probably even better. There are a few things, like
With every show there are.
what got me in the latest, in episode 6, when, like, to me, like, if my dad walked in with, like, a mask and a suit on, I'd be like, oh, what up, Dad? Or if like, my dad walked in and I was wearing, like, flashy sneakers and some paint on my face, he'd be like, what are you doing? we wouldn't be like, ugh, I'm gonna kick your ass, Dad. And then at the end of the fight, be like, oh, shit, it's Dad.
Oh, it's my daughter. Crap, I just beat the shit out of her. She didn't even do nothing wrong this time.
Like, love the show, and I understand they have to, like, pretend like, oh, these costumes work really good.
Right.
But
yeah. No, that's fair. There
was
is some cheesiness to it.
That
yeah.
was pretty cheesy to me. It was cool to see him fight.
Also, the mom just, like, stood there. All right, she was sitting. I guess she was bound up. But, like, she couldn't be like, like, yo, that's our daughter. What are you doing? Stop it.
Like, work that duct tape off your mouth. No, it's Dad!
What else? There was something that I
had a question for you that maybe you know something I don't. Tobias Whale, the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
How old is he? Because Black Lightning has to be in his, like, 40s or 50s. He's got 2 kids. And it showed a scene where he's, hiding under the bed, watching his dad
Black Lightning
get killed.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's like, that had to have been 20 years ago. Well,
I mean, probably like 30 years ago.
20 or 30 years ago. And so, I mean, Tobias, at his young, it could have been like, 20 or 30 then, plus he'd be like 60 or 70 or something now. Like,
yeah, there was a part that mentioned that he's like pumping himself full of a serum that keeps him alive. And I'm pretty sure Lady Eve does the same thing, because I'm pretty sure she's hella old, which makes me wonder, because Gamby trained her. So is Gamby pumping himself full of...
Gamby's a sketchy character.
Yeah, we don't trust Gamby. We see you, Gamby, okay?
Never trust white people.
Never trust the white folk.
I don't even trust myself.
Awful. That's awful. My mom is white. I love her. I trust a lot of white folk.
You kind of have to.
I don't have a choice. You're everywhere.
You're the avalanche.
But yeah, no. It's got Black Lightning, the show, has a lot of intrigue in it. There's a lot of mystery. You're not understanding. I mean, it's only 6 episodes in, so you're not going to understand what's going on, obviously. They're not going to tell you everything right off the bat. But Gamby, definitely, there's something sneaky about him, and I don't trust it. We watching you. We are watching you, Gamby. Not that you're going to be watching us, but it's... Whatever.
Well, we're watching you.
We're watching you. Yeah. What Josh said.
Tobias is a scary character.
Yeah, an albino bad guy. That was a really slick move to whoever created Black Lightning. Like, that was real slick, because I would have considered that. I would never ever.
I'm at home intimidated. I know it's just a show.
As you should be. He's terrifying. We're scary people. But not so scary that y'all should be killing us, okay?
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't kill us.
So yeah.
Let's see.
I'd say that'd be 2 thumbs up.
Word.
4 thumbs up.
Yeah, 4 thumbs up.
Check it out. Download the CW app if you don't have it on your regular cable, satellite.
Me, I'm poor.
Stream, whatever.
Get it. Yeah, get to it. Watch it. Let us know. Tell us how you feel about it in the comments. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. I'm a YouTuber now. This is how we do. Oh, God. Please never let me have a YouTube show.
A lot of YouTubers, I feel like they just put up a video and it'll just be like, my dog has the mumps. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment. Goodbye. Like, that's all they do. Give me something else.
Yeah, something to work with.
But yeah, that's it for our Black Lightning wrap up.
It's the black episode. I liked that.
Speaking of black episode, I think we need to put some more black in here. So, what do you think about Metallica's Black
I can't help
Album? All right, well, that's all the black.
I guess I'm not black enough. I don't. But who's the less black here? That's what I want to know. Between the black guy. Never mind. Nope. That's a whole nother question for a whole nother time.
It's certainly not Metallica.
Certainly not Metallica. But I feel like they're angrier than I am. Are they angry? They seem angry.
They've got some issues.
They seem angrier than I am.
All right.
We're going to check out these trailers now?
We're going to do some trailer reactions just for fun.
Dope.
We're going to watch the Rampage trailer. Let's crank this up.
What's it? With Rampage.
All right. Do you remember back in the day when arcade games were a thing?
Mm-hmm.
There was that game where there was a building and you had to be like a monster and like crawl up the building.
Yeah.
That was Rampage.
Oh! They made a movie. They made a movie. Okay.
If my internet out here will work.
We'll find out.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
It's weird. You like hang out with animals more than people.
Yeah, well, animals get me.
Dwayne The Rock
I
Johnson.
rescued George when he was 2 years old. George never would have survived on his own.
He definitely trusts you.
I know.
Watch out, Brock!
George was 7 feet and he weighed 500 pounds.
What?
George, you okay, buddy? You're scared. It's okay. This morning, he's 9 feet, pushing 1,000. What's happening to my friend?
Are you familiar with genetic editing? Changes will be incredibly unpredictable.
I'm
Is
feeling
he
a
the
little
only
sad
one?
for a gorilla right now.
Oh, you didn't know about the 30-foot wolf?
Oh, Big Wolf! I am in!
What on earth?
All you had to say was Wolf! Oh, San Andreas, never mind, I'm out.
Day, huh?
You didn't like San Andreas?
Falling from
Didn't
the
even
sky.
go to it.
I didn't either.
Having George on that plane
You
is a
get
big
some
mistake.
I think we'll be all right.
I will.
Let's go save the world. It's coming back to me.
He doesn't know how to drive a Hummer.
Why?
I caught it. It looks like another
You have to
version of
evacuate
King
Chicago.
Kong.
Really?
I don't like it,
George,
except
the
he's a
nasties,
white gorilla.
They're gonna put him down. That's not happening.
Joe. Somebody with a gun. Sofia Vergara's husband. That's
Rampage.
no, I'm not gonna see that. I can tell you right now. I ain't gonna see it.
I wanted to watch this trailer.
Just thinking, the only thing that's missing right now is a giant crocodile.
Giant crocodile. Great.
Oh,
He's excited.
I wanted to watch this trailer because I thought it would be like make fun of it,
Yeah.
but it actually kind of looks like it might be kind of like Godzilla or King Kong, where they're kind of empathetic to the big raging monster,
Mm-hmm.
or kind of the trailer kind of reminded me of like Planet of the the new
Apes.
Planet
Yeah.
of the Apes,
Yeah.
mixed with
Godzilla, because there's a crocodile.
so
And a giant wolf.
it might not be as bad.
I'm probably still not gonna see it, but
Yeah, I probably won't either. We'll see.
not as bad as anticipated, but still probably not gonna see it. Hurricane.
Heist. Is that what it was?
This one is going to give me a headache. This one's literally going to make me.
What?
Here we
Oh,
go.
okay. Here we go. Hurricane Heist. Maggie Grace?
Maggie Grace. That's her name. I have no idea.
There's a hurricane coming.
There's a hurricane coming.
Agent Corbin
Who's
reporting
robbed
in.
somebody?
Oh,
600 million offloaded.
it's like
It's all
some
here
kind
with
of
about
like
300 million of its cousins.
It's your responsibility.
I'm all right at
Top
babysitting old
secret.
money.
Oh, from the director of Fast and
We're on
Furious.
lockdown due to the storm. Come on, man.
Sounds terrible.
And Triple X.
Just got one.
Turn around now.
Do it.
This is not good.
They're taking all the money that was in that vault. There was a lot of money in there. Like a lot. Get in!
What the hell was that about?
The treasury's being robbed.
Oh, it's treasure. Okay.
They need me. I'm the only one with the code.
We gotta go get my brother.
We gotta go get my
Let's go
brother.
save the world. What in the hell? Well, I am a citizen.
Oh, it's Jason Stackhouse. It's True Blood. He's in it too.
We're about to be crushed by the biggest storm of the century.
Look out! I knew today was going to be.
Let's load up.
They're literally trying to steal money from the treasury.
It's gonna be harsh.
That is bad.
It's your brother.
Buckle up, it says.
Here comes the harsh part. You better hope not.
Make it rain!
Rain! It's a dollar bill, y'all.
To swallow us whole.
Hurricane Heights.
Hell of a day, ain't it?
Whose idea was
Put
that?
the scorpions. Just in case you didn't understand what was going on.
Get the money, March 9th.
Not
That
gonna
was-
get the money.
I'm not gonna get anywhere near that.
Oh my goodness.
Dumb.
Just too much.
Dumb.
The Purge, the Island? What is this?
How many Purge movies are they gonna make? I didn't even see the first one.
Do you need to
I haven't
go
seen
to
any.
work?
I do.
This will be the last one. Okay. 2 minutes.
Something's about to go down.
Dial up is happening. That's not good.
True.
Guess it says Y2K, huh?
Daddy, is Treasure Island real?
Yeah, for sure. Pirates used to hide treasure on deserted islands.
Why?
And so no one else could figure out where they hid it.
How much is your family's life worth?
That's pretty good.
So they're on an island. Family three. Some girl has an obnoxious sun hat on.
It's a good plot device right there.
Yep. Oh, they went out to sea in a little speedboat thing, and now the speedboat won't work. They're stuck on this island. Uh-oh. Oh, there's dead bodies hanging from trees.
This is your emergency broadcast system.
Uh-oh.
Announcing the commencement of the annual purge.
Have you seen any of them?
Sanctioned by the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Weapons of class 4 and lower have been authorized
Who's
for
going to
use
these?
during the purge.
I don't know.
All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10
July
have
24th.
been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning
not
at 7
underwater for
a.m.
12
when the
hours.
purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
I feel like there's so much happening. We're not even on an island anymore.
Looks like they're just showing clips from the last movie.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's the dumbest trailer I've ever
That was
seen in my life.
definitely dumb. Don't go see Purge. The island You'll save yourself some money. Don't. Just don't.
What? That can't be real.
It's a concept.
Alright, well that's it. We're out of time.
That's it for me. I gotta go make money so I can pay my bills, because that's the way life works, I guess. I know. That's the way adulthood is. Wish they would have told me that beforehand.
Yeah. Wouldn't have signed up.
Wouldn't have. I would have definitely not. Deuces, homeboys and girls.
Leave a like and a comment.
Subscribe! Drop a comment!